Zoe Suder just graduated high school and will go to the University of Arizona in the fall. While many teenagers have a similar future, few have had to fight to get there quite like Zoe. The only thing that might be greater than her love for soccer is the strength she has showed battling cancer twice. Jamie Maggio has her story.
As soon as she came out, we noticed that here's a kid that is super talented, but she also, the way she carries herself, she was one of just a few freshmen, obviously, on a varsity soccer team. Truthfully, we never wanted to take her off the field because she was so critical.
Zoe Suder was a rising star at Beverly Hills High School, earning first-team All-League honors as a freshman. Early in her sophomore year, knee pain led to a surprising diagnosis.
I was excited to finally figure out what was going on with my knee so I could fix it and then get back to playing soccer. And then I remember the conversation very well. This guy came in, he had like oncologist on his lab coat, and I was like, I don't know what that means. He brought up the picture of the MRI of my knee, and he showed a large mass in it, and he said the word tumor, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think the room just got silent after that.
It was obviously a huge shock. I knew something was wrong, as a parent and former soccer player. It's just something was not right, because she had not injured her knee, but this is not that we had expected in a million years.
My immediate thought was also I will get back to playing soccer, because I was I can't imagine a life where I'm not playing soccer, even if that's training to get back to soccer, or just touching the ball or anything.
Zoe underwent months of chemotherapy and had limb salvage surgery, but with the same determination she showed on the pitch, she was eventually cleared to return to the game that she loves.
I worked all through junior year to get back, and then I got cleared, and I thought it was the best week ever. And then, not even I think a week later, I got re-diagnosed.
How did you work through that? How did you pick yourself up? That would be just devastating news after all that time, and it feels like just another setback.
It was not easy, because I've heard the worst news I could have ever heard the first time, and I thought I got through it, and I was back, and I got cleared. And it was the best week of my life. None of the doctors thought this would have happened.
Her defying the odds of being told you never run again, and then here she is getting the green light to go back on the field, and the pure joy of telling her coaches just to be blindsided completely again, which I think was actually probably worse to then go back and have to tell, Zoe, hold on. That probably was the worst day of my life. It's worse than the first time, because we know what we went through.
Zoe returned to chemotherapy treatments, but she still found a way to take the field once again.
Tell me about your senior night.
It was amazing, because I didn't think I'd do soccer anymore, and my chemotherapy was coming to an end, but also the games for senior year were also coming to an end, so I was I don't think I'm ever gonna step on that field anymore, play a game
this field.
Yeah, exactly, right behind us. I didn't think I would ever kick a ball again, play, have number 19 be on the field anymore. And I remember, I think my coach was had this idea.
We wanted her to take the field for the last time and get to experience that, even though obviously she's not medically clear to play. We still wanted her to put on the Norman uniform and take the field. The other thought was that, hey, why don't we have her sister take the kickoff? They'd be playing together. They were teammates. They're both super talented players. So we had Zanny take the kickoff, and then we kicked the ball out of bounds, and I think that was a really special moment.
I know I was a part of the team, but I never could really play or practice anymore, so I kind of just felt like a sub-in or a manager or whatever you want to call it. And just being able to actually feel a part of the team and have all my friends hug me after that was really nice. I had one round of chemo left, and at the end I was going to graduate on time. I finished school. Everything we thought I did sophomore year that we were oh no, we have to do again, we were able to do, and it was just you never thought you would be in that situation where you can actually come out of it again.
Where do we stand now?
Things are going in such a great position. She had to go through chemo again. This time they did radiation, and so she is in what they call surveillance mode. And so the chemo and radiation really neutralized and shrunk the tumors. And now she will have a scan every 3 months for the next probably couple years.
Zoe and her family have used her battle to help others, forming the Zoe's Goal Foundation to raise funds to fight childhood cancer.
Tell me about the foundation and what you're trying to do with that.
We wanted to start it because of all those kids that weren't as fortunate as me to get the proper treatment they should deserve. There's so little funding going towards, especially childhood cancer research. There's only 4% of federal funding for the pediatric side of it.
It's now our mission to help families that are on this journey like we are to not only bring awareness but to raise critical funding for research to help kids like Zoe.
What have you learned about yourself? I mean, literally going through this process twice.
I learned to be very optimistic. I was never a really negative person. I knew I probably had the right to be very negative in a bad place, and it kind of just made me appreciate more things like going to school, going to classes. I looked forward to getting out of bed because not a lot of kids can do that. I'd be grateful for every situation that I was able to get.
Wow, Zoe, such an inspiration there. Now, the soccer community has rallied around Zoe. Angel City is teaming up with Zoe's Goal for a fundraiser at their July 26th match featuring members of the 1999 Women's World Cup winning team. A watch party is also scheduled for the September 27th game. Now, there are plans with UCLA and USC women's soccer as well. For more info, go to zoesgoal.org.